What's up? It's me. It's been a while since I've made a video, much like all of my other videos that I've started off. But this video is going to be quite long. I'm going to take up the full 15 minutes that Instagram gives me. And I'm going to talk about updates on some plants, some new plants, and questions that I have about my existing plants. So we're going to run through it. First off, we're going to do my avocados. Avocados are super easy plants to grow. Just YouTube it. You can start straight from the seed and it's a free plant. I eat a lot of avocados, so that's a lot of free plants for me. Here's one that I've had for, oh gosh, I don't even know how long I've had this, but I've seen a lot of people will cut the new growth to encourage the stem to get thicker. I've done this I did it for the third time yesterday, and the stem has not gotten any thicker. It just pushes out a new branch and then a new canopy. So I'm hoping that somebody will have the answer to this so I can get this stem to be thicker, because this is not going to support much more of a canopy. It's going to, I feel like with all the movement that happens, it's just going to break one day and I'm going to be really sad. So if you have the answer to that, please let me know. My Oxalis triangularis, nicknamed the butterfly plants, have come out of dormancy and they've given out a few different clovers. I have the green one, and this is the purple variation of it. Purple one's really beautiful because it gives us like dark black. I took it out of its normal spot, so it's thinking that it's dark and it's already trying to close up a lot of its clovers. I don't know why it's doing that. Probably the light. These are photophilic plants, so they move a lot to the light, which is their nickname butterfly, because they look like butterflies and they just move to wherever the light is. So I think it's starting to sense that it's the evening, and so it's trying to close up. But here, I don't want to break the leaf. You can see it. It's really pretty. No, I got a fern leaf cactus, and the way it was growing was quite chaotic, so I went ahead and trimmed some of the stems in hopes that they will root and produce new stems, and I can just propagate them and gift them or keep them for myself. I don't know yet. So these are the two fern leaf propagations that I've done. This one is in sphagnum moss, and the roots have really filled out this jar here. So, but I haven't noticed any new stems or new leaves from the actual cutting. So I'm hoping that that happens sometime soon. We'll see. And then I can do something with them, because otherwise they're just gonna sit here in this jar. So I have one in sphagnum moss and I have one in perlite, trying to see which one grows faster. Root development is probably more noticeable here in the sphagnum moss than the perlite, because perlite, you can't really see past that first layer of perlite. But yeah, so those are doing quite well. My moonshine, Sansevieria moonshine, is now pushing out some babies. There's 1, 2 right in the middle there, and then 3 right there. So I will, once these get a little bit bigger, I will go ahead and uproot it, separate those from mom, and gift them, I guess. Who wants moonshine? But yeah, so that one's doing well. These are the little fronds from my Hawaiian spider plant. The stem that had all the little babies on it had snapped from the weight or the movement that had happened. So I just took the babies off and put them in here in some sphagnum moss, and I'm hoping those will root and turn into their own little mama spider plants. So there's that. I was gonna show you guys my fiddle leaf fig, but cutting that I did months ago. I guess I'll show you. Why not? We have 15 minutes, right? So that one's doing pretty well. I started it and only had 1 leaf, but now look at it, it looks great. This one has a little bit of red spotting on it, and same thing with that one here, which on a previous YouTube video that I've watched, they've talked about it maybe due to spider mites as the leaf was developing, like scarring from the spider mites. It doesn't seem to be affecting its growth too much, so I'm not really gonna do anything. I know I probably should, but I don't know. I just think that that's a can of worms I don't want to open. So, but I should probably. So we'll get back to that anyways. Sorry, saw something on the back of the leaf and I was like, what is that? Just looked like some dust. Anyways, that's my fiddle leaf fig. Hopefully that turns into a big tree. And let's move these around here. Now we'll go into the new plants. I got a few of my wish list plants yesterday or the other day. This is a philodendron micans. This is my wish list plant for several reasons. One, I love trailing plants because it just really gives you the jungle vibe in your space. But also these leaves are so dark and velvety. And when you look at the back side of it, like, you can't really see it from my perspective because when the light shines through it, it's so pretty. But yeah, these leaves are so velvety and soft. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. Yeah, I went to like several different plant shops and none of them had micans. And I finally went to one. Oh no, this leaf is sad. Let me just take it off. Sad. Oh well, there's a bunch here. But then finally the place that I got this from, they're like, this is the only one left. And I was like, I don't care, I'll take it. Like, whatever. Oh, another one. It's okay. It's all right. It's not gonna hurt the plant. But yeah, I'm really happy to have this in my collection. My mom would be so jealous. She loves the velvetiness of the leaves. And yeah, so this is really cool. Happy to have it. And it's already trailing really nicely. So there's that. Oh, I forgot to talk about my Monstera albo. This I've had since the beginning of quarantine, I guess you could say, of the pandemic. When I had it, I only had 2 leaves. There's a post of it down on my feed. Since I've had it, it's now spit out this leaf here and this leaf. You would notice that this one is smaller, which doesn't say too much because it's a new leaf, so it'll get bigger as time goes on. But it also has variegation on only half of the leaf. There's a little bit down here, but mostly only half. And it doesn't have any fenestrations. These are the signs the plant is telling you that its parameters are not where it needs to be in order to maintain its current growth stature, meaning I probably didn't have enough light for the variegation to penetrate all the way through the other part of the leaf. Also, probably not enough light to give it the fenestration that it needs. Fenestrations, not enough light to maintain. What I'm saying is, give it enough light and it'll have the fenestration that it normally has. So this is a sign that I didn't, as it was acclimating, it didn't have enough light. So, but I just redid my apartment, so hopefully that the new position will give it new energy for the upcoming season. I'm getting all tongue-tied with this plant. Also the aerial roots, I've pushed to grow back into the pot because it just got really insane. So yeah, hoping that will be just fine. Anyways, that's my elbow. Also, I've been obsessed with blue torch cactus because I follow a guy, Bretman, who had ordered one, and blue is my favorite color, so I really wanted to get one. Found this yesterday, and it seems to be a blue torch cactus. I really don't know. It looks, cacti can come in so many different versions and names, and so I don't know, but it does have the blue hue to it. So I'm hoping that it is that, has the right ribs, has the right color spines, but I really just can't tell. So I guess we'll see as it matures if it will grow into a more blue cactus. I mean, the blue is supposed to be as blue as my shirt, but this is, I mean, this is like a juvenile cactus. So, I mean, with age, I'm sure it'll start to develop more color, but I'm hoping that it'll turn the blue that I want because it'll be such a cool piece to have. But as I went to another store, I saw another blue cactus and I was curious if that was the blue torch as well, so I got it as well. This one's definitely more blue than the other one, but the spines, however, are a reddish, like brown color. So I'm wondering if it is or not. I really don't know. I'm noticing that the ribs kind of have like a spiraling shape to it, which the blue torch does not. Also, the spines have a little bit of like fur, I guess you could say, at the base of like where the spines come out, which is not a characteristic of the blue torch cactus. So I think this is a blue mammoth cactus. Either way, it's gonna be cool. Either way, it's one of my babies and I won't love it any different just because it's not the one I want it to be. So yeah, there's that. And I also got this Sansevieria. Pretty basic. I just like how upright it grows. I like the color on it, a little bit darker. And I just wanted to support a local shop that had opened during the pandemic. So I'm hoping that they stay open. They had a pretty decent selection too. So yeah, I think that's everything for you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it short of 15 minutes. You're welcome. But thank you guys for listening. If you have any questions about my plants, about your own plants, I'll try to answer them. If you have any, if you can answer my questions that I've had about my plants, please let me know. That'd be great. But otherwise, tune in next time for another 15-minute video. So thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good day.